Welcome to the Quick Spill with your host, Terrence Jennings, and our co-host slash producer, Big Balake, Macaulay in the building. Brr, 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 brr. What's going on, Blake?
The quick spill. Got a little bit. It's not going to be a normal podcast with these ACC tournament games and going into tournament play. We'll have just no longer than 20 minutes, just kind of a recap of what our thoughts are of this game. It won't be any good, bad, ugly. Might highlight some plays throughout that stuck out, but we won't really break any down. But this is just to make sure we get out there and talk about these games because man, I was riding high yesterday, and man, am I riding low right now.
Man, it's tough, man. I feel like we had every parts of this game. You know, it got to a certain point where we had too many mental lapses. I felt like we had way too many mental lapses. We can kind of go back and forth about it with the referees, but I've always been taught if you're leaving the game in the referee's hands, it's not always a good decision. You already lost, man. You already lost,
For
brother.
sure.
So we never want to. We That was one of our creeds. We never want to. We never want to leave the games up to the refs because we always know if we do that, we're going to lose. The refs never see it in our favor. So we want to make it undeniable, undisputable. But s- our guys, a few guys came ready to play. Kanai Roos definitely came out, played 9 minutes. I believe he had 11 points.
11 points in 9 minutes.
11 points in 9 minutes. Wonderful game. I don't know. There's a couple players I don't really know too much why they didn't get any more time, especially Big Zub and
Yeah,
Root.
going back on Zoo, he played 11 minutes. Like
Yeah,
you'd think he had 3 fouls quick or something. He had no fouls.
yeah. I think we were really lacking our physicality in the inside. I'm sorry, Big Sonny. I seen a couple plays that I wasn't too happy with. You're my guy. I really love you. I love you, kid. You're a wonderful kid. Got to hit the weight room, brother. Got to get in the weight room. Got to get stronger. There's no way any guards to come box you out and push you under the backboard out of bounds. But that'll be something you'll go back and watch. But I felt like we really missed out on the physicality and we didn't get any shooting from our outside wings. You know, I don't Isaac. He really struggled. 6 points, three rebounds, 2 assists. A few late turnovers. I mean, Adrian Willie, I believe he has 6 turnovers. I mean, you're running the show. You're a PG. He had a few key turnovers toward the end where he tried to hit Fru down there for a pick and roll, and all he had to do was just throw it over the top of the defender, and he just threw it right into the defender's hands. So, and this was late in the game. You know, it was a close game. But with all that being said, I feel like we still made some good pushes. You know, we still had every come out and win this game. Great job by Ryan Conwell. He came out, showed up like he's been doing all year. Uh, he didn't shoot it that well from the 3 point, but he still brings it. He still stays aggressive. Javon Hadley, wonderful game, brother. I have nothing to say about what you did. You came out there, and especially I would say these past 5 or 6 games, you've been playing really wonderfully defensively, shooting the ball. Uh, I, I feel like even though everybody didn't play as great as we could have, we had a chance to win this game. Came down to mental lapses toward the end of the game. You
For
know,
sure.
we just kind of just we call it a brain fart. You know, we just forget where we're at and we just give the ball away at crucial times. And those are the times that you can't have those mental lapses, turning the ball over, losing your man in transition, and yeah, adjustments. We should have made some key adjustments toward the end, but this is what we live with. We still had an opportunity to take it, so I'll live with that. But yeah, this was kind of a tough one because I felt like we had ample opportunity to pull this one off, and we couldn't make it happen. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, Javon, that and one, it felt like when he hit that was a pretty crazy and one, and it seemed like momentum was kind of shifting right there. But I mean, I mean, love Isaac, but there's just a couple defensive plays, and then just talk about mental lapses. That inbound play where it's just
yeah,
out of bounds, and you basically give it away, and then there's that pick and roll where he just basically Renault gets that reverse
uh,
layup on the other side, and it's just couple
Yeah.
very, very key possessions down late that just
Yeah. I wish we could have that game back. Coaches, everybody's gonna go back and look like, okay, we shouldn't have did this here. We should make adjustments here. But yeah, I think these guys got to go back. Only a few guys. Javon, you don't have to go back and look in the mirror. Ryan, you don't have to go back and look in the mirror. Kanai, you don't have to go back. Big Zoo, hey, you can go have you a beer. Rest of those guys, go look in the mirror and see what you can do to bring to the table. And I'm gonna get on Woodley too. I'm trying not to get too much on Willie because he's trying, he's playing, he's put in a different position. Okay, he's not a traditional point guard at all. I mean, he's a two guard, maybe a three guard. He's not a traditional point guard, and he's been playing pretty fairly decent for what we've been asking him to do. So I'm not going to harp too much on him because we don't have Michael out there, so he has to do what he has to do. But we have to impact the game in other areas. Yeah, this was a tough one for me to, but it was still. I mean, I'm watching it. I by all means, I felt like we were winning this game. I thought we were winning
yes.
this game.
We had every it's just that's why it's so frustrating. It's like you can see it. It's
Mhm.
right
Yeah.
there. Like the
Mhm.
game's tied late or we're down by 1. It was
Mhm.
just I mean, it was just right there. We just could not close it. Just the mental lapse. Like they're Miami's not a great 3-point shooting team,
Mhm.
and like the people we harped on earlier, the last game we played them, the true Washington guy,
Yeah,
like he was
Washington.
hitting big shots, and Renault was getting fouled on every time he touched the ball.
Mm.
So it was just those 2 guys, they were
Yeah,
and the
I
Donaldson guy too.
yeah, they had a couple guys that were really. I mean, they were just playing. They were playing fearless. Taking shots when they needed to. Couple of end of the shot clock shots that they knocked down. And Renault, Renault came out. He played the whole game. I'm like, what? Geez, when is this guy going to get a substitution? I think he probably sat about 4 or 5 minutes. He sat
Yeah,
probably
that
like the
was
last
the end of the first act because
first
he picked
half.
up those 2 fouls, and
Right.
he had to sit, and that's where I
Yeah.
think we were up 1 going into half, and
Right.
it's like, he's been sitting for the past 5 minutes, and we haven't
Yeah.
really I was
Right.
hoping right there when he's on the bench, that's where we really make our run, but we were only up
Hmm.
1 right there, and then when we came out of the second half, I think they went on a 10-0 run, and it was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
no, here we go again." But, I mean,
Yeah.
credit to them, they really rallied up behind them those last probably 8 minutes or so, but it's
Mm.
just those key mental lapses really I mean, offensively and defensively.
Yeah. I mean, honest. This is the time of the year where, hey, if you are who you are, you know, rotations. We were deep. Kaysen got out there a little bit. I mean, KP put Kaysen out there for a few minutes. Kaysen looked like he looked like he hasn't played in a, a few games. He was looking like, I don't know what I'm doing out here. But hey, man, I think we are who we are, and we need to ride and feed into the guys that are showing up every day and bringing that energy and live with the outcome. Hopefully we get Mike Hill back for the tournament. Hopefully he comes back and we can make a push during this tournament time. We'll have selection Sunday. So we'll figure that out, figure out where our seating is, figure out who we're playing, and we can't play like, I mean, we just have to win these close games. We have to be able to take games because we have two teams that are battling. Nobody wants to give an inch. Okay, nobody wants to give an inch. You have to take it. Okay, you have to take it from somebody. You have to take it from these guys. Okay, and I'm just waiting for us to go into somebody and just and physically put our hands through their chest and rip their heart out. Okay, and that's what I'm waiting to see. But we got a tournament coming up, so let's get it, baby. Let's get
Yeah, for
it.
sure. I mean, I think kinda going back on the Isaac part, because that's I mean, you go on social media right now, it's all Isaac McNeely, and I just think the part that makes people so frustrated is you can see all the physical intangibles with the guy, and he can shoot the cover off the ball. But like he gets to Louisville, he's always been a 44% 3-point shooter. Like he's
Yeah,
shooting 38% this year. These fans just see so much potential in Isaac, and it's
yeah,
just not really been put together in a Cardinal uniform yet, especially because he was at Virginia torching us last year and the year before that. And it's just, I don't know. We
yeah,
just seems like we haven't got the full Isaac McNeely experience yet. He does have some
yeah,
fresh fades though. I'll give him that.
yeah. I mean, it. I haven't. This is my first time getting a real good look at Isaac nearly this whole year. Him in a Louisville Cardinal uniform. I haven't seen him play any time too much before that. Just this year in a Louisville Cardinal uniform, and mine is and some other highlights I've seen before he transferred. But McNeely, yeah, I feel like if he's not hitting his 3-point shot, it's going to be tough for him to be effective in a game. If he's not playing defense, if he's not penetrating and getting assists, they're trying to run him off the line, so that should create wide open penetration, shot fakes, penetrate, dish off, finish score at the basket. I liked his turnaround. I liked his mid range. He started putting up late last game. So he's going to have to expand different parts of his game. I feel like he got more shots up at a higher clip at his last school. So he was shooting a lot more. He's not really getting as many shots off with us. So it's on him to be more effective earlier on in the game and to hit that shot more consistently with less taken shots. So I like to see him be more aggressive, but honestly, it's a team thing. Too many turnovers. I feel like even Willie with the late turnovers toward the end, and then a few turnovers by Isaac that just kept compounding, and we're not playing aggressively inside. So turnovers, no inside physicality. Let them get offensive rebounds. It's except for when Zub was in the game, he was putting bodies on guys, but if Ali's out there, if he's not passing, if he's not, passing it to other players and getting them on back doors, it's a lot of guys that aren't really, I would say, they're not as effective as we would want them to be without them doing, what they do best. So it's a tough situation, but we'll go back to the drawing board. I think we just got to cut the turnovers down late in the game and come out readier in the second half for sure.
Yeah. And we'll go back on Miami. I mean, you talk about pounding the paint. They took 13 threes. They shot 5 for 13 from 3,
Mhm,
38%. Field goal wise, they were 27 from 58.
mhm.
They just literally threw it inside the paint.
The transition defense kind of lacked on too, gave up a lot of alley oops at the rim, a lot of dunks. But coaches got to go back and look at themselves in the mirror too. I'm sure PK. I love Coach Pat Kelsey. He's a wonderful coach. He's going to go back and he's going to reassess some things. All the coaching staff, they're going to go back, reassess some things so they can put these guys in a position to be successful. We have a wonderful group of guys. These guys are ready to work hard. They just have to make sure that we have the talent, but everybody that we're playing has talent. We have to be able to separate ourselves with our IQ and with our defensive prowess and with our focus. Our focus. That's what's going to separate us from just being mid tier to actually winning some games and going deep into the tournament. So we'll go back and look at the film. We'll come back. We'll do our selection Sunday coming up, and yeah, man, we'll see how it goes, man. But it's tough loss. I wanted to see us go, make it to that game, make it to that chip game. So hey, man, that's how the cookie crumbles, man.
All right, that'll be our first quick spill. So we might be back with a quick spill after Selection Sunday. We might have a full episode. We'll make sure to let everybody know. But Terrence, you got anything before we head out?
Yeah, man. Thank you to all the people. Make sure you follow Spilling the Ville on all social media platforms. Shout out all of our sponsors, Unrivaled, Best Way, the Best Way, Wing Station, the best wings in the nation. hands down, period. Derek A. Stewart, Realtor, man. Shout out all of our sponsors that have been supporting. And yeah, till next time.
You guys can go into our descriptions on Spotify and YouTube and get that free $26 wash to Unrivaled. We don't have the commercials airing, but you can head into Best Way, get $100 off your all's new item, as well as go into Wing Station and get that spill in the meal deal, and
Yes,
head
sir.
into Derek A. Stewart, grab you a house. But
Yes,
all
sir,
right,
man.
see you
All right,
guys
man.
after Selection Sunday.